Hi everyone, I'm Airier, and today we're going to look at Overly Sarcastic Productions' Journey to the West Part 3. Now, last time around, they were horsing around. Yeah, I waited all day to say that one. It wasn't actually nearly as, it didn't feel as good as I thought it would. It was a really bad pun. I apologize for that. Future me, please cut that out for my own dignity. Having said that, I realize future me is an asshole. He's never going to do that. God damn you, future me. I know where I live. Sometimes. Most of the time. Most of the time. There was that one time, but we're not going to talk about that. More importantly, this is Overly Sarcastic Productions. I know I'm about to get into a giant pile of puns thrown into the screen and a story that I've been told makes more sense when it's being explained, because all the weird shit I feel this can't be real is actually real. Like in the first episode, shooting lasers into heaven. That was apparently a real thing and not just a joke they threw in. More importantly, I've been told there's actually an episode about some of the characters' backstories outside of the main numbered series. So if anyone knows where to find that, let me know, because I want to see that stuff. I'm going to get to everything eventually, but if it's relevant immediately, I want to know. If you do, thanks. Because, I mean, I appreciate that. Otherwise, you guys know the deal. There's a link below to the original video. Hit it up, and let's get started.
Last time on the journey to the
I've been told
west,
that is actually the Dragon Ball music.
Tripitaka set out on his journey to the Thunderclap Monastery, where he was
Adventure.
soon joined by the powerful but foolhardy Sun Wukong.
Accurate.
The Monkey King was originally too stubborn and reckless to be controlled.
What do you mean,
saved
originally?
Tripitaka from an early end to his story by inflicting a cursed restraining bolt on the uncontrollable Monkey King, forcing Wukong to finally put someone else's needs before his own. After defeating...
I mean, technically, it didn't force him to put someone else's need in front of his own. He's putting his needs in front of everyone else's, because it's literally do what I say or die. It's still his need first of not die. Although with all the different types of immortality he has, would he actually survive having his head gray? You know, I'm just going to draw this entire line of thought. I don't like it.
A monstrous river dragon who
There's
then
this
joined
asshole.
their team, the trio soon found themselves faced with new perils, for the mountains are full of greedy and murderous
Yeah, the
demons,
part where they
and
actually
our
freaked him out by the
heroes have
first guy
a
on the
very
chest.
long way left to go. So our
Thunderclap
heroes
Monastery.
continue westward and arrive at the outskirts of a nearby village, where Wukong notices an apparently unusual-looking young man. He immediately...
Target acquired. One sec. Unhand me, foul demon. I'll slay it with my bare hands. Incur my wrath. Is this someone we've already met before? Also, really, an umbrella? Huh.
grabs the kid and starts interrogating him about the village, and although he's unsurprisingly rather reluctant to answer...
Wait, what did that say? Alright, what's the sitch? I shall tell you nothing. Huh, he's picked up trope savvy. Also, you might not be able to hear it, but the dog has entered the room. If he starts barking, he's an adorable little rascal, and I think he's adorable. Also, my wife is closing the door. Hi, dear. He's a scavenger. He was trying to lick my feet because he thinks they're edible. If I don't stop him, he will start gnawing. It hurts. More importantly, trope savvy. Where was I? Yeah. I didn't realize trope savvy was something that actually came up here, because he's already realized, we have entered a new encounter. Something's going to happen. I might as well interrogate the NPC at the front gate. It's not how they put it, but it's what's happening. I didn't realize trope savvy was a trope this old itself. Wow.
The young man, whose name is Couch...
Son, we could ask someone else. My way's more fun. Bah, 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 bah. Yeah, it is.
Sai eventually spills that something's actually amiss, and the village isn't quite so idyllic as it looks.
Oh?
See, a while back, a big ugly monster shapeshifted into a handsome dude and married a young woman from Kautsai's extended family.
So, a normal marriage.
And after the marriage, he, let himself go a little, and his father-in-law, the patriarch of the family, objected rather strenuously to having such a hideous monster as a son-in-law. So he sent Kautsai out to find someone to exorcise the demon, which has so far been unsuccessful. Now, of course, Monkey's like, boy, are you in luck. I have...
Expert at kicking demon ass. He just said, honestly, the demon doesn't ain't bad, but it's kind of accurate. In fact, he usually kicks everything else's ass more by the end. God, he did kick the demons, but yeah. Also, a pig demon. That can't be the one we heard about already. It's not Pigsy, who I've been told is not actually his name, but the only reason that is being called that is because Red cannot be paid enough to actually say the correct names. And with my lack of mastery in any language, let alone Chinese, I agree.
happened to be an expert at kicking demon ass. So they enter the village and talk to the
So what are you doing?
patriarch, who
I think you
confirms
dropped
that
this.
3 years ago, the super handsome dude showed up asking for his youngest daughter's hand in marriage. The patriarch agreed, but the handsome dude turned out to be an ugly shape-shifting pig demon instead. I'd make an online dating joke, but I'm more surprised by the fact that with shape-shifting as ubiquitous as it is in this world, why doesn't this kind of thing happen more often? So anyway,
I'm assuming everyone else is just better at maintaining it.
even though the pig demon's a pretty hard work.
Hi, Dad, just sweeping the yard. Get out of my house. Technically, it's our house. Oh my god. Just rubbing it in. Wow.
Guy, he's super ugly and kind of possessive, and all the patriarch really wants is his daughter back, and for the pig dude to not be affiliated with him or his family anymore. So in this exciting episode, Sun Wukong gets to serve divorce papers. So Wukong.
Also, it's the dad who wants the divorce. What does the wife have to say? Maybe she's into that shit. You know, I just realized this is ancient China. They're probably not going to do that. Also, what did that divorce paperwork say? I should probably press the right button. She's just not that into you, bro. And even going, this is dumb.
So Wukong casually rescues the patriarch's daughter. Yeah, like that'd be hard for him. And then shapeshifts to look like her and lies in wait for the...
Alright, everybody scram so I can do my thing. Oh my, he still has a tail. Is that just going to be his thing? So we always know who it is? Between that and the red eyes? Probably.
Pig demon. Soon enough, the demon returns and Wukong's like, oh man, darling, my parents are just being so rude about us. I hear they're getting someone to exorcise you. Oh, no need to worry, sweet cheeks. There's no exorcist alive that can hurt me. I think they said his name was Sun Wukong? Well, it's been fun, sweetheart, but I need to go disappear for a few.
They brought the Dragon Ball music back in and they did it. And I know this is what Oolong is based off from Dragon Ball. Even I got this one. But I just love that it's like, yeah, sup bitch time right now. I just love this image.
Where are you going, darling?
Anywhere but here.
And Wukong chases him back to his secret...
You're not my beautiful wife. Cloudy Path Cave. Why do they all have caves and why are they all so interestingly named? She's not your beautiful wife either. Well, technically, you only deserved half the divorce paperwork by opening a door.
Back to his secret lair at Cloudy Path's cave, and along the way, he learns that the pig demon
Now you to tell me my entire life story. By all means. Oh, God, this was... We have found another trope. The battle life story. I thought that was just an anime thing to stretch it out. No, apparently it's a time-honored tradition of stretching things out.
Actually used to be a member of the Court of Heaven, who got sloppy drunk, hit on a woman way too many times, and got turned into a monster and kicked out of heaven as punishment.
So basically, he wasn't changing his form. He was re-changing it back. Huh. So they were both kicked out of heaven. Also, what did he say to the previous one? Ah. Buttons are not buttoning.
Demon actually used to be a member of the Court of Heaven, who got sloppy...
Hey, babe. Want to know why they called me the Heavenly Tumbleweed? Yeah, I'm with her on that one. That pickup line is so bad, even I know it's bad. And if I know it's bad, it has to be bad.
Drunk, hit on a woman way too many times, and got turned into a monster and kicked out of heaven as punishment. He would have been executed, but our boy the Gold Star of Venus intervened on his behalf. Not to be jaded.
Is it just me, or is the Gold Star of Heaven, or sorry, Venus, actually running the show, and the Jade Emperor is just kind of the irrational 5-year-old running it in name only? Or being left to cover up all the work, while the guy in charge is just letting him think he's in charge? Actually, that makes a lot more sense.
But that kind of seems like the only thing the Gold Star of Venus does. So then they fight, and it's awesome. But then the pig...
Wait, the only thing he does is just tell the guy not to do stupid? You know, actually, that makes sense. General management. You call that screwing up heaven, lightweight? Well, we can't all have free passes for consequence-free hijinks. I don't know, you're about to get one.
But then the pig demon calls a timeout and runs away. So Wukong returns to Tripitaka.
He used the JoJo family maneuver, run away. How'd it go? Interesting guy. Need to go finish kicking his ass, though. And you just tea in the said, yeah, sure, why not? Honestly, this seems to be a recurring thing, just the people running away from him rather than letting him actually finish the fight.
And fills him in and takes a moment to sass the patriarch cow for being a...
By the way, father of the year over here. Hey, kidnapped my daughter. After you let him marry her, I didn't know he was ugly. And there it is. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. If it wasn't for the fact that the pig demon initially, when we first met him, was like, hey, I ate people and I'm sorry. You know, other than that, I'd say he's probably the victim here.
a pretty bad father-in-law to his relatively hard-working demon son-in-law. And then he zips back to fight the pig demon
Round
again. So they
2.
fight some more, and eventually Monkey Ass
Breaking an... gosh, she has so many things in here. Okay, I just gotta check this out. Breaking and entering is a crime. So is kidnapping. I mean, did he? They just kind of... he did live with his wife, and then he did get married to her with their permission.
Eventually, Monkey asks why the pig
Okay,
demon's
go
fighting him with a rake, and the demon's like, a rake? Ha! This is no ordinary rake. One blow from this, and you're very...
I feel like I should recognize this too.
Hitting him with a rake, and the demon's like, a rake? Ha! This is no ordinary rake. One blow from this, and you're...
I know I've heard it, but I'm pulling a massive blank. I don't think it's DBZ, and it's bugging me. If anyone knows, let me know, because I've heard this somewhere, and I cannot place it. It's probably 2000s, 90s, but maybe it might be 80s or a video game. It's going to bug me until someone tells me, and if they do, thank you in advance. Also, it's going to be a thing, just like name the musical tune. And unfortunately, my ear sucks, so it's going to be hard.
Your very soul will be rent asunder.
Oh my.
You were saying, I think I'd like to surrender now, please. So as it turns out, this...
I'm sorry. I just want to appreciate this art here. This is just the sheer level of I don't give no fucks. It's just the ha. Nope. Just the smug. Letting him hit you does nothing. Oh, I just absolutely love this.
So as it turns out, this rake-wielding pig demon is the very same rake-wielding pig demon that Kuan Yin enlisted to help Tripitaka.
My God.
So after Monkey learns this, he takes the pig, whose name, as you may recall, is Pigsy, back to meet Tripitaka, who's overjoyed to...
This is going to be great. We'll make it to the Thundercat Mountain, and everything will be amazing, and you'll be able to go back to heaven. Honestly, why would you want to do that? It sounds like a horrible place.
have another disciple to help him out. Everything...
Oh, God, he just keeps going. He actually... So much easier with the two of you. Maybe I'll stop getting kidnapped or having my horse in heaven or my stuff stolen. No, it's still there. Oh, yeah, I see what you did there. Going full Goku. Or Goten, technically, but either one. I'm going with height on this one.
Everything is resolved shockingly quickly, and the
We're all
patriarch
good.
Cow throws a big fancy banquet for a newly expanded troop of heroes, and then our protagonists continue on their way. So
I mean, honestly, I think he's getting out of a bad situation at this point. They're saving the pig demon. Why am I the only one who has to walk? Hey, the horse has to walk too. Technically, the horse could also fly, so it's just telling them to OF themselves without realizing it. I've been told it's actually because the horse represents humanity's indomitable spirit. To forget it can do shit and then not do it until it actually realizes it later on when it's called out. And maybe not even then. Because it could have flown the entire way. Fuck you, I'm not. It's a good enough reason.
So shortly thereafter, they encounter a friendly Zen master known as the Crow's Nest Zen Master, who warns Tripitaka that, surprise, the journey will be absolutely packed with
Demons? Aw, yay! That's not a good thing. I don't know, for some, it's kind of good for him.
monsters and demons. But it's not like Tripitaka needs to be totally helpless. The Zen Master teaches him a sutra called the Heart Sutra that'll hypothetically keep him safe from harm.
The fuck? Will that actually help? Depends on your definition of help. Oh. Honestly, if you're just a treaty of the gods for aid, you don't really need to do much. They've been pulling for you this entire time. Oh, wow.
When he recites it. Then he casually insults Wukong and Pigsy, warns Tripitaka to keep an eye out for a water spirit in the near future, and zips back up to his nest. So our heroes continue westward.
Was he actually just a crow shapeshifting into a person? With all the shapeshifting, I'm not even sure that's a joke or not. Boys, please. All I'm saying is, I want a magic cloud too. All I'm saying is, you could definitely use the exercise. Oh, goddamn.
When they abruptly encounter a tiger demon who introduces himself by ripping off his own skin. So they fight the demon.
Okay. That got a lot more metal than I was thinking. Also, this sounds like Dark Souls. And what the hell? Yeah, no, he just took it right off. I thought it would be a reference to something, and no. Just...
by ripping off his own skin.
Yeah.
So they fight the demon for a little while.
Yeah, no, he's completely right about this. Just don't think about it. Honestly, yeah. That is, I know, as far as intimidation goes, ripping off your own skin entirely would technically terrify me. Also, the fact that they're still alive would also terrify me. Granted, there's so many immortalities, he's probably just going to pick up another one eventually, but dear God! Red, why did you have to draw this well?
But finding himself outclassed, the tiger...
They got a tiger skin. I just realized that. Put your skin back on. Have some decency. So other than the intimidation factor, he's literally just, I don't know, they got a fur bow just handmade for them. No killing involved, unfortunately for him.
As the tiger demon tosses his skin over a rock as a decoy and runs away, but not before grabbing Tripitaka. So the tiger demon takes Tripitaka.
He just gets kidnapped all the time, doesn't he? Why would throwing it be a decoy if they already knew he wasn't wearing it? What? This sutra is useless. I don't know. It seems to be working about as well as anything else you've done. Not at all.
So the tiger demon takes Tripitaka to his lord, a cave demon, and they start debating how best to cook.
I'm thinking dumplings. Where are my useless disciples? Yeah, honestly, this is less your disciples and more Son Goku friends.
Okay. Meanwhile, Wukong and Pigsy figure out.
I believe the beast is weakening. Is he still attacking? Something's wrong here. They actually got fooled by it. Also, he's in the DBZ flying pose. Nice.
That the tiger demon escaped with Tripitaka,
oh,
and Wukong immediately charges off to find him. So they find the lair of the cave demon pretty quickly, and the cave demon sends out the tiger vanguard to fight Wukong. Yeah, you know how this part goes. Wukong kicks the tiger demon's ass, but this time, when the tiger demon runs away, Pigsy comes out of nowhere and kill steals like a boss. This is a very accurate representation.
This is also the first time he's got a kill, and even with an assist, he finally got someone who didn't run away and succeed. You know, considering he has the ability to fly because of a freaking cloud, you think that wouldn't be a big deal, but no, apparently everyone gets away from him. Gonna go hide again. Yeah, hey.
Of his overall characterization for the rest of the story. Anyway, Wukong flies back to the cave with the tiger demon's corpse and...
Hey! Ooh, that's actually glowy. More importantly, what did that say? And why is that freaking button not working? I got a back button. Like the freaking... Okay, now that button decided to stop working today. Hey, are you missing a disappointment? You dropped this. Yellow wind cave. Why are there so many wind caves?
Corpse and taunts the cave demon until he comes out to fight. So they fight for a while and are actually pretty evenly.
Normally, I've already won by this point. Props. Yeah, actually, yeah, even having one frame where he hasn't already won without being tricked into fighting a skin after already knowing the tiger wasn't using the skin. Yeah, that was a weird trick still. The fact that it worked is even weirder.
Matched, but when Wukong busts out his special attack and duplicates himself, the cave demon counters with his own PSOP special and whips up a veritable hurricane of wind that blasts Wukong with enough force to temporarily blind him, making it impossible for him to continue fighting. Wukong and Pigsy manage to escape and...
Dude, I was relying on you to take down that guy. Out of all the people I don't need crap from, you are the top of the list. I don't know, he helped you before. Also, he fought almost all of heaven, and a guy with wind, aggressively passing wind, is the one who beat him. Truly, this is one ass deal here. It's a shitty situation, but someone has to pass it.
Try to figure out what to do next, and they find their way to a nearby cottage.
Wow, are you seeing this? You're not funny. Why is it not funny?
Where a friendly old man and several young farmers let them stay the night. The old man also gives Wukong a healing balm for his eyes, and when he wakes up the next morning, he can conveniently see again. This is also when he learns that the cottage never existed, and that...
Well, hello there. Godly intervention. Never saw that before. I'm going to say that's his leg down here in the corner.
The old man and the farmers who took care of them were some of the heavenly spirits assigned to help Tripitaka on his pilgrimage. Okay, the rules for what these god dudes can and can't do are hella arbitrary. I'm starting to think they're just messing with them. So Wukong decides to try... Wait.
He's only starting to think that? Honestly, I got the impression that they were messing with him from day one. I guess episode 1. Because it did seem like episode... Okay, episode 2, it did seem like that was all, hey, here's the story of Son Wukong and this unfortunate schmuck who's just going to be dragged along for the ride because it's funny. Yeah, I mean, the entire premise is literally a fetch quest by someone who doesn't actually need to do a fetch quest. It's like, I am everywhere! So take this part from here to here because it's all in the palm of my hand. So technically that is a valid way to describe the distance.
Try the stealth route for this particular mission and turns into a mosquito to sneak into the cave demon's lair, whereupon he finds that Tripitaka is both still alive and rather grumpy at his delayed rest.
Son, where the hell have you... Oh, he's actually swearing, wow. Can't stay and chat. They're going to eat me. I have to go stalk my nemesis. He has a nemesis? He did beat him once, which is more than anyone else.
On his way out, he overhears that one of the cave demon's minions ran into Pigsy, but obviously didn't see Wukong. So the cave demon speculates that either he managed to kill Wukong with his...
So either he's dead, not likely you can just go windbag.
Wind, or the Monkey King ran off to get
Or he's a coward. Try for strike 3, you beautiful narcissist.
help. But that'd be absurd because there's
Listen
only
to
one
her.
person who can resist the
Wait,
cave demon's
keep it
wind,
talking.
and that's the Bodhisattva Ling Chi. So
What?
Wukong zips back to Pigsy, and with a little help from the disguised gold star of Venus, my god, that is all he does. They find
He does really just help out a lot. Very helpful man. Go for Venus. Oh dear. Yeah, so?
their way to the home of Ling Chi, where Wukong explains the situation. The Bodhisattva explains that he'd previously defeated the cave demon, but allowed him to remain in the mountains so long as he didn't hurt anyone. Seeing as this rule has been broken, Ling Chi grabs the flying dragon staff and prepares to unleash some righteous butt-whooping. So they fly back to the
So they found someone who's more badass than Goku already. Or, sorry, San is. Was not expecting that.
mountain. Wukong busts down the door, and he goes a few
Surprise!
rounds with the cave demon before the demon
Oh, what did he say? Bet you thought you'd seen the last of me. Also, now the button is working. Why is it so arbitrary?
starts charging a
shoot.
special attack. But right before he unleashes it, Ling Chi throws the
Alrighty.
flying dragon staff at him, whereupon it turns into an actual dragon and punts the cave demon into a mountain so hard that he reverts back to his true form, which is apparently a mink. So Wukong and Pigsy rescue
Yeah, a mink. That actually amuses me. Look who finally showed up. Quit whining. You've been here less than a day. Even though they technically did do it overnight, so it feels like 2 days. More importantly, they have a dragon. Like, did they already forget the horse is a dragon? They already forgot the horse is a dragon. Like I said before, and I have been told in the comments, the horse represents humanity. Specifically, our ability to forget things we can do, and then ignore them completely.
Tripitaka, then get lunch and continue on their
See,
merry
the horse
way.
is
So
still there.
soon enough, they reach a huge turbulent river, which would be bad
With a
enough
flying
on its
horse.
own. But then a huge monstrous demon pops out of the river and makes the situation even worse. Wukong nopes out of there with Tripitaka in tow while Pigsy and the river spirit
Wait, Wukong did? You are not getting kidnapped again. Son, I can flee for my life by myself. No, you can't. You have a terrible record of it. He's completely accurate. Also, he is thinking about someone else. That wasn't just him going to the fight immediately. In fact, he left Pigsy to it, which, admittedly, might be payback for the kill steal. But also, he thought to get the guy out who is usually kidnapped. It's a smart move.
fight. Wukong stands guard for all of 5 minutes before the need to assert his badass status takes hold, and he dives
To be fair, standing guard for 5 minutes is actually a very long time in a fight, so he let Pigsy do a pretty good job of not dying. Also, what did that say? Stand guard, be cool. Stand guard, be cool. Stand guard, be cool. Be cool! Be cool wins.
He dives into the battle, whereupon he immediately ends it by whacking the river
Wham.
spirit really hard. The spirit freaks out and dives back into the river, whereupon our heroes start planning their
Okay, so what's the plan? I don't make plans. Accurate.
next move. They agree that, unfortunately, the river spirit is probably their best bet for getting Tripitaka across the river, but
Do I even need to say flying horse? I probably don't need to say flying horse. But I will say it anyways. Also, what did that say? So how do we get him to help us? I figure we just have to have Sun beat on him until he agrees. That actually has worked out pretty well. In fact, yeah, that's kind of worked out for everyone.
across the river. But there's just one problem. Wukong actually sucks ass at fighting underwater, so it's up to Pig
Wait, seriously? I hate everything about this. Wukong can't fight underwater. He can shapeshift, but does like the band keep him from getting bigger even though it can go smaller with him? He can literally just reach in there with a giant hand. I mean, details.
Pigsy to go down there, lure the spirit up to the surface, and then let Wukong kick his ass on dry land. The plan works pretty well, except Wukong is, say it with me now, too impulsive, and the spirit dives back into the river as soon as he sees the Monkey King coming at him. They try again the next day, but this time the river spirit is wise to their tricks and refuses to take the bait at all. Wukong finally decides that the best thing to do in this situation is to go find Kuan Yin, since she wouldn't have sent them on an impossible journey, so she has to have a plan. And unsurprisingly, she does.
I mean, he's right. Also, why can't he just carry him? He has a flying cloud. He could probably jump it. Not even going to bring up the flying horse. Is that a thing? River Spirit can't punch. Explain. They're all so bad at listening. Yeah. I mean, in Wukong's sense, it's because he literally isn't, and he's very upfront about that. Everyone else has no excuse.
See, this river
All right, remember the thing with the river dragon? Yeah, he's completely useless. Yeah.
spirit is, say it with me now, the same one she found on her way to Chang'an, and the
My God, I never would have guessed. He says, he'll help, I promise. Did you try telling him who you were? He wasn't too busy trying to kill the pig. I mean, yeah, but he didn't kill the pig.
first spirit she enlisted to help Tripitaka on his way. She sends Moksha back to Wukong, whereupon he calls the spirit up with the by name that Kuan Yin gave him, Wu Qing. So Wu Qing, aka Sandy, learns that
Wu Ching? Actually, that's not too hard of a name. Sandy's easier, but yeah, Wuchi's not bad. Hello, Lord Moxa. Remember that guy you're supposed to be helping? Help him.
He learns that the scripture pilgrim was right there the whole time, and if either of his disciples had bothered
None of you said anything. Welcome aboard.
to mention anything about the scriptures, this whole debacle could have been avoided. Once again, good communication fails to save the day. So now
yes, and I'm just going to pretend this trope started here where communication not happening is the reason people are fighting. Yeah, that definitely started here. That's definitely a trope that started in Journey to the West and not all of human history. Just going to let myself believe that for a few more seconds, just to make it a little less painful.
all our protagonists are assembled. Tripitaka, the mortal divine monk at the heart of the story, Sun Wukong, the impulsive but insane
heart of the story. No, he's not.
Powerful muscle of the group, Pigsy, the gluttonous celestial soldier seeking forgiveness, Sandy, also a disgraced celestial warrior and the only party member who can swim, and the horse. Hey, you were in a river when they first found you. You clearly know how to swim. Why couldn't you fight Sandy? Or just take Tripitaka across the river in the first place? Don't give me that kind of backtalk. What do you even do?
Nothing.
I don't care if you're an allegorical representation of the human will. You're a goddamn dragon. You have no business being this disappointing. Okay, so now that the story...
No. I think she has it right. It's disappointing. It's a perfect representation of human will.
Story's been entirely set up and our cast has been assembled, the journey to the West becomes very episodic. It's a real monster of the week kind of thing, with a new mountain and corresponding monster every couple chapters. Now, they're all good, and you should really just read the books, but for the sake of education and also pure fun, I'm going to be covering the more memorable, dramatic, or funny episodes in a series of shorter videos with one to each episode, while skipping over the filler and the 8-chapter power-up sequences. So get ready for...
They actually had 8-chapter power-up sequences. You know, I can't even tell if that's a joke or not, because I know a lot of media does that. Not just here either. Like, it's a very big thing where it's just like, it's filler. It was in Dragon Ball Z. It was everywhere else too.
Journey to the West, Kai.
Really? Journey to the West, Kai? I don't... Are they... Oh, they're actually doing this. Please, tell me that future episodes aren't called Journey to the West, Kai. I don't want to believe that, but there's a little part in the back of my mind going, it's Kai time. You never do it. It's never Kai time. No, it's never right. No, just don't. Just don't Kai. Although, you know, it's probably easier to get someone into it if you want to get the lure stuff, but details. I love that she actually called out the horse. That's probably the part I enjoyed the most. I mean, I enjoyed the entire thing, so it's a very low bar between what I enjoyed the most and what I enjoyed the rest, because it's more or less the same. It's just freaking cool. I like the style. I like all the jokes they put into the side, all the little dialogue they insert. Red is doing a great job drawing this, and I can't wait to check out Blue stuff. But more importantly, I mentioned this at the beginning of the video, and if anyone knows where I can find all of the side videos of characters, because apparently there's side videos of characters here that aren't actually part of the series, if you know, I'd appreciate it. I really would. And if you do, neat. And if you don't, thanks anyways. Now, you guys know the deal. There's a link below to the original video. Hit it up. And I'll see you guys in the next one, because I'm definitely watching more of these. There's so many things here. Like, so many little series they've done. I'm sorry. I'm just looking at a giant pile of sugar right now and going, oh, I'm going to need a bigger fork. In this metaphor, I am eating candy with a fork, and I feel weird having done that, but I'm going to stick to that now because I said it, and it's just going to be out there. Even if it feels weird. Very weird. It's not like some kind of like gummy with a fork. That'd just be disturbing. Yeah. More importantly, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Adios.